Hello, welcome back to Manta Ray Video Australasia. So today this is another Pilbara exploration. So I mentioned it in my last video that I've got a job up here in the Pilbara and I'm living up here with my wife Anthea, and we haven't explored a lot of the Pilbara. I've worked in the Pilbara, but fly in, fly out. So this time we're just out of Newman, and we've come to a big rock out in the middle. It's not far, about 15 k's south of Newman, and so let's have a look at the view. Okay, if there's a bit of wind noise coming through, it is slightly windy up here. I think it's been the coolest day we've had, so far. Maximum 26 today. So, but over there is Capricorn Roadhouse. That's where we are in relation of this mountain or hill we're on. And then over there, you can see it in the distance there, that's the airport. So we're going to have a little explore here. We're actually going to go to Capricorn Roadhouse to meet a mate. He's a truck driver, and he's fueling up there, so he's going to get there about lunchtime, and we're going to catch up with him and say g'day, and then we'll head back out here most probably to have lunch. But yeah, there's something down there. Looks like a van, but there's a bit of a gravel pit down there, so we'll explore that. And there's actually around the corner, that's our car down there. We weren't sure of this bit here, it looks quite choppy, but we thought, oh, we're nearly up the hill, we'll just walk it. But just around these corner of the hill, there's a couple of old burnt out cars in there, and a couple of little caves, so we'll have a look through there. Just looking at the rock face here as we walk down towards the car. It's just beautiful country out here. Lovely. So just be careful, stuff like this is on the edge there, could roll off, so when you're exploring. So I'll move out the way, but look at the colours, black and the orange, just beautiful. So heading down to the car. So we're at the car, and look, there's plenty of little caves in there, little hollowed out caves on the face of the rock. But there's also a couple of cars, I think what Anthea's just told me, they've driven them up the top and they've just pushed them off the edge. So yeah. Alright, in the car we've just come off the parking spot we're at, and just looking at these lovely caves on the side of this hill. Just look at them, looks beautiful. So we're going to go and have a cup of tea first, and then we'll visit me mate. We might come back and have a look at some of these caves. Not sure yet, but we'll see what happens. Rightio, we're on the other side of the hill, and we're down in a creek bed. We just like creek beds because they've got a lot more shade with all the river gums. So we're going to have a cup of tea first, and then we're going to go to Capricorn Roadhouse to catch up with me mate, and then we mostly come back out this way for lunch. Not sure, but we'll see how it goes. So we're in the creek bed, there's the hill there. So we've come on the other side. We were on the other side of it parked up, but we've come behind it now and in this lovely creek bed. So if you're doing creek bed driving while it's dry, stick to the rock tracks if you need to cross over, because you can just see just here that's real boggy, so you'd need to put your tyres down a bit and sort of give a bit of a momentum happening. So we've just followed the rocky areas and we parked here. And so yeah, beautiful. I love riverbeds. The trees are just lovely. I'll have a cup of tea and then I might go for a bit of a walk and just see what's around. All right, Anthea was just before having a look around. She's come across this rock that was sticking out of the ground. By looking at all the other rocks, this one's very different. So we're not sure what type of rock it is, but if it was used for anything, I'll show you. So here it is here. It's, yeah, never seen a rock like that. When you look up close though, there is sediment, I don't know, layers in it, you can see. So, yeah, that is just strange. If anyone's know any information about rocks, stones, whatever, just let us know. Okay, having a cup of tea. So even the track leads off through there. One thing about this place up here, there's so many tracks. So that may lead to the next creek bed. We've got plenty of exploring through here, and we're only just a scratch of the surface. We've yet to get out to Marble Bar and all those places. We're going to Port Hedland soon, so that must be the next video. So I'll show you up through Port Hedland. But yeah, there's just that many tracks here. Just awesome, love it. So Anthony got back from Perth the other day and she brought back these Fox's Crunch Cream Sticky Toffee Pudding Seasonal Edition. So we'll have to give that a crack. Rightio, so Fox's I think is an English biscuit company. Let's try one. Not too bad. Does taste like toffee. Yeah, very good. I was just having my cup of tea and I could see something silver. It's a bumper. There's an old car in here. I think it's been here for a lot of years and it's been eroded by the water that rushes through in the wet season. Up here. I didn't see it. Oh, a little bit of water. So we've got to be careful. There's been, Anthea was telling me there's been a couple of cases of Murray River like that water there. So it's stagnant. Mozzies love breeding in that. So, but yeah, definitely this car's been here for a lot of years. A little bit of water around it too, so just have to be careful. Yeah, not sure what it would have been. It's been here for a lot of years. To me, by that bumper, might have been an old Holden. That's the only thing I can gauge off. It's definitely an old model car for sure. And oh, there you go. So the bumper and the door handle. Yeah, I've seen that door handle on a car before. To me, I think it's an old Holden. Okay, go back to me cup of tea. Come across some dog tracks or dingo tracks. I'm not 100% sure, but you can see one up there. So that's the only thing. I would love to do a bit of a walk and a camp overnight in a riverbed, but up this way the dingoes are a lot more up here. So you're just not sure what you'll come across. So I'd love to. I might even do a walk, just even if it's for half an hour, one video along the riverbed while we're in the dry season. It's getting cooler, so, and just have a wander. Don't know what you find. So this is the other side of that big hill. Yeah. So the creek was behind us. Okay, we're at Capricorn Roadhouse, and so I think our mate's turned up. Let's have a look. So it looks like there's a line of Bowsers out of order, maybe no fuel because of the fuel crisis, and the trucks have to line up. So yeah. And here's Capricorn Roadhouse here, right on the Great Northern Highway and just inside the Meekatharra Shire. Alright, see you later, me mate. Our mate, he's got to fuel up, and then he's got to carry on down to Perth. So yeah, it was good catching up with him. But yeah, we'll head off now. Okay, we're back down the riverbed, the same riverbed. So I caught up with me mate, our friend from truck driver at Capricorn Roadhouse. That was good to catch up with him. So I come back down to the same river because I'm getting hungry. Need a bit of lunch. I haven't had lunch yet. So let's have a look around. So there's a few pools of water here. So that's where we parked here. We was going to have lunch in that shade there. But we were just up there before, had our cup of tea. And yeah, there's a few pools of water here. So that's why there's a lot of cattle footprints and dog footprints, which could be dingoes. They come down for the water. So, but yeah, just amazing riverbed. I'll go after lunch. I'm going to go for a wander. I don't know which way, that way or the other way, to see what's around. Rightio, so got the onions and the bacon on. Lovely. That smells nice. So chop the bacon up into small bits and cook the onions. Then when they're getting browner, we'll put the mushrooms on, just so they just sort of go soften. And that goes on top of our burger. So we've got some cooked burgers that from last time, and we're just going to reheat them on the frying pan. Rightio, so the onion and bacon out of the mushrooms there in a dish. I'm just reheating up the burgers, put some cheese. I've done 2 eggs and I've got the sausages ready for a nice burger. Hearing some nice bird life coming back. Rightio, that was lunch done. The burgers were very nice. Even my wife told me because I made them. So I'm just going to go for a walk. I'm not going to go too far. Just go down the riverbed, see what we come across. And then that might be it for the video. All right, let's go. Okay, I'm going to walk along the edge over here just because it's shadier. And so, because it's still quite warm, even though it's 27 in the direct sun, it's still quite warm. So, oh yeah, we've got some more pools of water here. I might just go around. Yeah, I won't walk for too long because the flies are still bad. I left the fly net in the car. But yeah. So there's been a lot of, we can see here, there's a lot of cow tracks, and even I can even see dingo tracks or dog tracks. So they come down here for the water. So today's a bit cooler, a lot cooler than what it normally gets up here. In summer it can, in the ambient, so in the shade, no wind, it gets to like 45s here. degrees Celsius, but in the direct sun it's a lot hotter. So yeah, so there looks like there's cows that come down to these water pools down in the riverbed, because up this way there's a lot of stations and of course some are fenced, some aren't, so that's why you'll see, hopefully one day I'll be able to film choppers flying around herding up cattle. So they do wander. If the station's not fenced, then they just keep wandering, and then they have to go round them up, and then that's why they got ear tags, so they can identify whose cattle's are who. But yeah, all right, I'll just keep walking for a bit. Okay, haven't walked far, and I've come across this track. There's one there and one there, and I get in my shadow now, but there's just a line. I don't know what that is. I've never seen a track. So it's like got the two, I thought it was a kangaroo, but the thing that gets me, there's three straight lines off there. Man, I've never seen any track like this before. If someone knows in the comments, let me know, because that is really yeah, wow, never seen that before in my life. Okay, I'll keep on walking. Again here, so to me that's a roo. You got the 1 and 2, so that could be its tail hitting and the legs either side. I mean, I could be wrong, but to me that's a roo. But that other one, never seen it. Yeah, here it is again. It could be a roo now, seeing must hit its back foot there, then pushes off. That must be its tail. Wow. But there is so many tracks, see, a lot of cows, so they're definitely coming down here for the water. Let's wonder if there's any water over here. No, there's not. It's all dry. Here's another bit of water. And oh yeah, it's loaded with tadpoles, so that's good. That'll keep the mozzie larvae down. So it's quite flat and open over there, so I might just go up to this higher level and just have a look up here. My wife said stay in line. Yeah, I can see her, so I'll just go up to this higher level, walk down a bit, and I could walk all day. I love it. Just love walking in the bush. It's the best thing. Wow, this is a bit more boggier. Definitely would have to let your tyres down here. Yeah, because that's the thing with riverbeds. Everyone thinks they're hard, but they've got some real soft patches. So yeah, we'll just go for a little wander. I'll go for a wander over there, then I'll head back. But it's been some water. Look at those trees just broken over. So definitely been some water travelling through here. So you can see here, this is a massive track of animals, cows, and then even that kangaroo through here. So yeah, they must be coming over to get this water, and then we know there's one behind that tree I've filmed. So yeah, look, there's even a tree's fallen here. So that's fallen down, well, recently-ish, when the leaves have gone brown. But there's been full drives driving through here, so it's fallen down after that. Yeah. So I'm always looking in these mounds where it gets trapped when the water's flowing. You never know what you find being trapped amongst all the bushes and trees in the middle of the creek. Okay, so it's getting boggy here to walk. So yeah, just a quick little walk down. A lot of the wood's black too, so there must have been a fire through here. Don't know how long ago, but gee, you have to have your car in full drive big time, tyres down on air, boggy through here, really hard to walk. To see if there was any water through here, but no, it's all dry. It's all dry. Just gotta watch for snakes as well. But yeah, there's a big mound through this section here. Sort of starts there and it's going along, so the water must divide. I'll just go up to here, up to where that log is, and then I'll head back. Gee, that's so big. The base of that tree is huge. The water mustn't quite, well, if it might do, but he's still standing there. Yeah, so this, I wonder if further going this way it's getting shallower. The water must run down through here, through this right at the ends, because that, if you run a line to the very top, that would be about a metre, just over a metre. So you need a lot of water to come down here. I might walk along the edge, but it seems to be a bit harder. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. There's a lot of wood falling down here too. I don't know if it's white ants or... So the leaves are brown, so... yeah, even a car's gotten through here. Look at that, track's gone through and he's gone underneath that fallen tree there, which is still growing. Yeah, they're right along that creek. But here, yeah, that's fallen down. And even, so I don't know if it's from sheer weight or it's just slumped from the water, I don't know. But it does look a bit hollow, so maybe it is white ants. But yeah, it's getting thicker and that mound's still coming up in the middle. And then it sort of flattens out down through there. But that's a thick tree actually, that's fallen down here. I mean, it goes right out to there. Be 6-7 metres maybe. Okay, well I better head back to the car. Oh, move my hand. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. So another riverbed. I'm going to try and get to some riverbeds. So we've looked at, so where, like say out here, bit of day, it's very low shrub, but it's not till you get to these riverbeds you get the high trees. So and a lot of trees, so a lot more shade. So definitely a lot of my films, well, I'm just going to find riverbeds, creek beds, so from my last film as well. and just go for a walk and have a look. There's always, everyone's different. All the creek beds and riverbeds are different. So, but I think, yeah, my next video will be going up to Port Hedland. So I haven't been there for about 16 years. Yep, so be good to go and have a look. So we're just going to stay up there for a couple of nights, so I'll film that, and that will most probably be my next video after this one. So just to let you know what's going on. And so, gee, the flies have really picked up. I think the wind sort of died down a bit, so they've come more thick. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I'm not sure how I'm going to film the Port Hedland trip. There's some trip while we're driving up there. Yeah, might stop and just see any things along the way. I'll stop and film. It takes about 5 hours to get there from Newman, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I'll see all you guys. Well, I won't be seeing you, but you'll be seeing me. You'll be seeing me the next video in Port Hedland. Okay, take it easy. Have a good day, guys. Bye. Okay, I'm walking back to the car, and yeah, that's definitely kangaroo. The first prints I showed, which I wasn't sure of, that's really just seems like the tail was on an angle onto one side. I'm thinking, I've never seen that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they're a kangaroo print when they're hopping. But yeah, so it must be because it's so boggy, they're only hopping a little bit at a time. But if there's something else, guys and gals, let me know in the comments.